Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I've called the channel Living with FOXG1 Syndrome. I thought that would make it easier as easier to identify. I'm a grandmother caring for our grandson who has FOXG1 syndrome with multiple and complex disabilities. Our grandson presents many challenges to us, and really the challenges are, how can I say, they change from day to day. He's growing and he's now almost 14. So he's now an adolescent, and I raised my own sons, and now we're going through it all over again. Oh my goodness, yes, all over again. So I might need some help with that, but anyway, it's interesting. And he has his own strong personality, and yeah, and day to day he changes. He has mood swings, which I put down to being a teenager. He's starting to, how would I say, these children are taught to be compliant at school. It's all about, you know, you must do this now and you must do that. And he's just now starting to sit down. And I mean sit down. He just sits, folds his legs, crosses his arms, and he won't move. So we've had to use all sorts of tricks to get him going. One of the things that we do is that we use keyword signs with our grandson, and I find that works really well. So one of the tricks that we do is that we say to him, if he's doing an activity, and I don't know how any of you others get on with this, but what we do, say he's doing something with water, for instance. We'll just do that today. So we come up and we'll say to him, Liam, it's time. I'm going to have to change hands with the camera. And now I'll put my hand here. Oh, I really need to have something else here. So we use the time. So we say, Liam, it is time to finish playing. And I use both hands to do that. We give him a full minute so that he can process it, because it takes a while for that information to go in, process, and for him to think about it, get his body ready for it. And then what we do is we'll say, Liam, it's time to finish playing. 1, 2, 3. Stand up. Most often he will. He's pretty good. I mean, think about it yourself. You're doing something that you really enjoy, and Nana comes along and says it's time to finish. So we encourage when he does it well and responds well to us. We, lots and lots of verbal praises. But then sometimes he sits down. He's a big boy. He's much bigger than I am, and he's probably not quite as heavy as I am. So that's a challenge. We have to have him cooperate with us. Our grandson does have a wheelchair, but at home he seldom uses it. It's only used at home and inside the house when he's had seizures, and he's just too tired to stand up or walk around. So we do that. I don't know if any of you have any tips or tricks to share with me. I would love to hear about that. But we find keyword signs really are quite well. We do use other forms of communication with our grandson, but we find that the keyword signs are so direct and so easy. You don't have to go and look for the computer or whatever you use. So that's something that we do every day. Another thing is that some people, when he's very difficult to feed, and I use the keyword signs with his meals, so it's like, Liam, it's time to eat. or it's time to drink. You can't be impatient with our grandson. So it takes a while for those around him to actually understand and accept that it takes at least a good minute for the information to be processed by our grandson. So this morning, for instance, he didn't want a drink, and his support worker said, "Oh, he's finished his breakfast. He doesn't want anything to drink." And I said to them, "Look, I'm going to have a go." So I walked over to him and I said, "Liam, would you like a drink?" And there's this slightest, absolutely slightest nod of the head. It's just like it's so slight. So, okay, I'm going to give you a drink. Now, it took at least 3 goes to offer that drink to him. I said, "It's a drink of water," explained it, put it up to his face so he could see what was in the cup, so he could smell it, took it away, and he drank over 500 mils of water. So then I said to him, "Would you like a milkshake?" And he looked at me, his eyes brightened up. Yes, he wanted a milkshake. So I made a milkshake, and he drank at least 400 mils of the milkshake. And this is something that can be overlooked so many times. So giving these children time to process what you're saying to them, and not rushing them in any way, which is easier said than done, is so important. So on that note today, I would like to say to you, please subscribe down there. How about hitting the like button as well? And I will speak to you soon. Rochelle McDonald, wishing you a very happy day. Bye for now.